Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we've got an absolute banger for you, talking about the Inghams, shock, horror, everything else. So what I'd like you to do, task for the day, is to please open your eyes, open your ears, and look beyond the lovely family that are traveling around the world. Right, I know I get a lot of hate for what I do. People say, oh, you're just jealous, but I'm not jealous. And they say, oh, they're just a lovely family, let them enjoy, and they're just a lovely family, just the kids are happy and healthy. Look, well, this video is designed to help you see beyond what you see. Okay, open your eyes and look beyond. Have some critical thinking, because that is what this is about. So just a few short years ago, you had the Ingham family, a lovely family. They just started up the YouTube adventure and everything else like that, and they, in particular, their schooling, they loved school.
Alright guys, I'm just with Esme, and today is a very special day, right?
Yeah.
And what are you doing today?
I'm going to my new school.
You're going to your brand new school for an induction day, and Esme is feeling a little bit nervous right now.
Yeah.
Yeah? And a little bit excited.
Yeah.
It's going to be such a fun day, Es. I'm so proud of you. I can't wait till you come out of school tonight and you tell us all about it. Thank you, Esme. How was your first day?
It was amazing.
What did you do?
It was so cool. So we did this whole afternoon now. Oh yeah, we got in a residential.
In fact, she was really excited to go back to school today. Excited to tell all her friends about what she's been up to and to get back on her dinosaur project at school, so.
It's the last day of term tomorrow.
Yeah, no.
And Esme's not happy about it. Esme's loving school so much, she doesn't want it to be half term. She wants to go back to school on Monday. This is Esme we're talking about, guys.
So guys, after an amazing day at high school, I just want to say that it was absolutely incredible. I loved it so much.
Since Isabel started in year 7, she didn't do drama previously, but since she started in year 7, every parents' evening, every exam, every assignment, every test, she gets an A star.
Learning support, drama, business, Spanish.
Boom. Yeah, boom. Is it, are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you definitely sure?
Yeah.
Oh, you're all blurry. I think those are good choices, Izzy.
Yeah.
I think they're good GCSEs to go with your maths and your science and your...
So I don't know about you, but they all sounded very excited, even missing school when they weren't there. They were excited to go to school, and the future looked bright, right? But with going to school and all the other activities they were involved in, like dance and everything like that, they had a thriving social life.
Although Esme did say to me, my school friends came over to me today, Mummy, and asked, why are you calling it a Halloween disco? It's not a Halloween disco.
I said dressed up like this because it's not a Halloween disco, it's just a disco.
It's just a disco, it's not Halloween disco. Like, I'm not a baby.
So while Sila was at her friends tonight, they made a gingerbread Halloween house, which looks really cool.
Isabel has just done after school netball on her first day back.
I made so many new friends while I was there.
Was it good? Oh, I'm so glad you had a good time. You ready to go home?
Just gonna pick Isabel and Esme up from their disco.
I had a best ever friend, and she moved to the other side of the world, to New Zealand. How sad is that? And she was my first ever friend I met. So I was really sad. So I thought I would write her a letter.
So we're all down here right now.
We're sitting in our
We're about to start filming, and I'm actually really nervous. Hi guys, so I'm currently just at Lucy's house right now. Oh my gosh.
Find your letter for your name and sit near the letter of your name. Right, girls, before you start decorating, can you just look at me so I can sort your food out?
I love you, but we've got Skylar who's leaving, which is really sad. But I also will see her at dances I'm excited about. I'm also so jealous because she's literally moving to Australia, guys. She's gonna get to see kangaroos and koala bears. So she better be sending me some pics. Sky, you've got to send me some photos. But you can wear a tiny bit of glittery eyeshadow. Yay. That's all. Okay, we ready for Isla? Yeah. Isla's about to make Esme disappear. Ooh, Isla, you are a good Hermione.
I am Hermione of Harry Potter, and I'm about to go play a game of Quidditch.
So as you can see, they seem to have a lot of friends and a lot of acquaintances, and they went to parties and sleepovers and dances and activities, and just it seemed really good. And it's actually what all kids need. That is what they need, and that's really good for them. But then they started to go on some more caravan trips, road trips, Euro trips, and spend a lot of time away, and they started doing some actual homeschooling or road schooling or whatever you want to call it. And it seemed to start off in, you know, a positive fashion.
The girls have just been working on some writing. That's very nice, Esme. That's really pretty. Looks very nice. The girls have just been working on some writing. We've been working on how we can do some schooling that's not schooling, if that makes sense. So some schooling but that's fun and that doesn't feel like you're doing schooling. We've got loads of different ideas, but one thing the girls said that they'd really like to do on this trip, which we spoke about at the park, was that they're going to write down like a documentary of everywhere we stay. So they're going to be rating the caravan site that we stayed at. They're going to put the date that we stayed here, how many nights we stayed here for. You okay, Izzy? Rating the caravan site, doing a paragraph on what they liked about it and what they didn't like, and then things that they feel like the caravan site could do to improve it, etc, etc. So they all wanted to get straight on with that when we got back. So Isla is very excited. I think she wants to read hers out. Do you want to give them a quick roundabout of yours, Isla?
Yeah.
This is the game that I was talking about. It's a can you identify all 100 flags? I got this on Amazon and it's actually it's really cool. And now we're reading about the dinosaurs. And what did you just read? You just read this.
Yeah, I just read all this.
And now she's reading The Human Ancestors. So like I said, I bought that book on Amazon. It's super cool and definitely very interesting. I'm sure it's going to take us a long time to get through reading all of it because it's super thick. But it's going to be fun. We'll be able to do it along with our history and things.
So on this particular road trip, there seemed to be quite a lot of work being done, or at least evidence of such, possibly some of it just for the camera, but they seem to be showing a lot of it.
Yeah, but I do. I honestly feel so grateful. Just being able to do all of this and give the girls these experiences and see Jace come alive in the water instead of just falling asleep.
Yeah, more so, yeah.
See definitely. Isla get so confident in the water, and seeing Esme thrive because she's a right adventurer, and just seeing Isabel relax and be a teenager and just, you know, not be so worried all the time,
worried,
and not be so worried about I can't do this because what will people say at school. It's like they love playing on Minecraft, and I was talking about the girls have asked for Nintendo DS's for Christmas. I don't think they sell Nintendo DS's anymore, but the ones that I've been looking into, I was like, oh, they have Minecraft on them, and they're like, oh cool, that's so cool. And my point here is that she would never say on the camera like she played Minecraft with Esme, because I don't know, it must have been
whenever we like
thing.
No jokes,
we couldn't film them
whenever we used to film
in
the cinema room.
The Xbox 360.
Yeah, Isabel used to throw a
film.
controller away, didn't she?
Yeah.
She was like, no, don't film us with when we're playing Minecraft because people at school will rip me for it.
But now she's not bothered, and she's like, yeah, I love Minecraft.
Unfortunately, Sarah, at the same time as trying to big up why they're doing the homeschooling, she also happens to mention there that Isabel got bullied for the things that they put their kids through online, which isn't a good thing, which backs up the theory as to why they got pulled out of school. Now, they also happened to go to a number of educational opportunities, shall we say, such as the Leaning Tower of Pisa, which they didn't happen to go in a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to visit, but they didn't happen to actually visit it. They just took some Instagrammable shots, and the reason we know is because they didn't have the vaccine and they weren't able to go inside it, although they didn't admit that at the time.
Obviously, because we're being official tourists for the day, we're going to have to go and try and get some of the propping up the Leaning Tower of Pisa pictures right now. So back in the 1170s, when the tower was under construction, in fact when the first 3 stories of the 8 stories planned were under construction, they noticed that the tower was leaning, and that was because it was being built on ground that was just basically too soft to hold the foundations and keep the tower upright. So yeah, the Leaning Tower of Pisa was stabilised, or the lean stopped and fixed. Not fixed, like, you know, stabilised so that it doesn't lean anymore and fall, in 2001, and it cost 25 million euros to do. Did it? Craziness. Trying to get the obligatory tourist picture in right now. It's like, it's so funny how many people are actually here doing this. Everyone here is doing this right now. It's so funny.
Right, you ready?
And then there was the monumental time where they had the incredible opportunity to visit the Colosseum in Rome, but ended up circling it over and over again because they did not have the foresight to take public transport into a major city and took the van.
Oh my goodness, look at the size of it! It's I don't know what I was expecting, but it's massive!
It's incredible.
It looks so cool. Fortunately though, we're having zero luck finding somewhere to park. We've been driving around for about an hour. Not about here now. Here. We've been driving around for about an hour now, and it's just so unbelievable. So busy anywhere. Yeah. We can't go inside anyway because the tickets are all sold out. In fact, the lady that we were speaking to this morning, the Airbnb lady, she was saying that they're extremely busy right now with tourists, and that even though at this time of year they wouldn't tend to be quite busy, she thinks it's due to so many holidays being delayed over the last couple of years, and it's just, she said it's rammed everywhere. We did also, yeah, it's sold out. No, it's sold out until I think we're about 5 days away, because when I looked to buy his tickets, yeah, it was sold out for a good few days, and I remember thinking we won't still be here then.
And then approximately 1 year on from the attempt at cultural activities, they head off into the Arctic, where it can only be described as an absolute disaster. It started off with endless snow, endless snowstorms, being left in just trundling about in the back of a van whilst it's snowing on dangerous, death-defying roads.
Me and Chris just had an argument because he don't think we should be driving in this weather, except the weather's due to be like this for the next like 10 days. Yeah. I'm just gonna sit parked in a garage for 10 days till it stops snowing. We can't see a thing because it's really, really snowing, and you can't really see where the road starts and ends. I don't know if you can see on the camera how actually bad it is, but you can't see where the road, you can't see like the sides of the road at all. And it's not helping because the window wipers are completely frozen. So they've got like snow and wet, and they're like two little ice blocks that are just going like this and not getting rid of the snow on the window at all.
After being trapped in the back of a van for hours on end in endless snow, they were just let out every once in a while into a car park for content and Instagram photo opportunities.
One.
Oh, it's so bright! What the heck? Oh, it's a blizzard! We're stuck at the petrol station. Oh my! It's not snowing. Shut the door. Oh my goodness! My day. Look how thick the snow is! It's so deep! What the heck? We'll run into the top.
Me and Mila just went for a walk just to stretch her legs and tire her out a little bit. Come here. Come here.
So we're going to make the most of it. Me and the 3 girls and Jace, me and the older 4, are just ready to go and find a hill and sledge. We came to this little town yesterday. We had a really cool time last night exploring. Yeah?
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
That's adorable. You've done a really good job there to say that's taken you a couple of minutes. Well done. Do a picture with it.
The amount of fun that you can have in a car park, right? Then there was the using your kids for hate and inciting hate on your kids just for interaction.
Was that good? Yeah.
Then there was the gourmet food that Sarah would knock up on a daily basis, the highly nutritional food of endless soup after soup after soup.
Oh my gosh, all sorts of yumminess. Well, they had one of those in there, so I got us 3 to share between all of us because the price. We're not going to talk about the price. Yeah, we're going to have some avocado on toast with eggs, tomatoes and mushrooms. Trying to make some pasta sauce, but some pasta with sauce, but the pasta sauce is totally frozen.
I can just about dig it out now.
Is it doing it? We've been trying to thaw this out for like half an hour now. Mila and Jace's is first. They're having vegetable.
I'm having
Isabel's
chicken
having
and noodles.
chicken and noodle.
Esme's having sweet potato and chipotle.
Chipotle. I'm having Thai vegetable.
And
Oh, that looks so good.
Isla's
And who
having-
else?
Isla's
Isla.
having lentil.
Isla's having lentil.
very good.
2 down,
Okay, no.
5 to go. There, that's 6. That's just enough for our family. You've got a spicy one there. There's not
We're just
enough.
eating dinner
No, we haven't. We had soup for lunch.
though. Boom. Alright.
But we've stopped to make some yummy lunch. What soups are we making, Mum?
Oh, I don't know.
She doesn't know yet. She's going to get in the back and we're going to make some yummy soup for lunch.
And having travelled for weeks and weeks on end in the back of a stinky van, which must absolutely reek, by the way, and I don't say that often enough, but 7 of them in the van, you know, dirty nappies as well, it must reek. And they don't get proper showers because nobody's allowed in their shower, or they don't have enough water for showers. They finally get the opportunity for a shower, and Sarah, she won't pay for the water.
I did just notice this, which is something to be mindful of if you do come here. I've not had this in any other place we've stayed, but basically the shower's only got cold water unless you pay. So you scan the QR code there. 30 seconds after the payment's approved, hot water supply will be open for 5 minutes.
5 minutes? No!
We like our luxury showers, but we're not getting one here unless we pay again, but I'm not sure how much that's going to be.
This is enough for me.
Yeah, we can get a quick wash and wash our hairs in 5 minutes.
If anybody could actually listen to a 10-year-old saying, "It's okay, mummy, I don't need a proper shower," and not feel absolutely desperately sorry for the kids, you know, if you don't feel that, then there's something irrevocably wrong with you, and that is the iPhone all over, I guess. Now here we have the 2 girls lying on a bed on the laptops. Now it's not the fact that they are most likely playing a Roblox instead of doing schoolwork. It is the fact that if this is their laptop position and they're supposed to be doing schoolwork, is this the position that they're doing the schoolwork in? Because no, That's not a thing. I'm sorry. You can't be doing your schoolwork whilst lying on a bed.
These two.
We're playing an LDC game on Roblox. We're auditioning for a good role. I'm scared.
Woo!
And yet more Roblox, which seemed to be a theme throughout the entire trip, because they were spotted on Roblox more often than they were not. And Isla in particular, as I've already mentioned on my videos, is that they seem to be... At one point, Isla was on Roblox at 1:30 in the morning. So the questions should be asked there, to be honest. And then getting dragged to a football pitch. Now, I know what you're going to say, Dougal, stop going on about it. But I'm not going to. And the reason is because not one of them shows a slightest bit of interest in football. In fact, they've been known to diss it because of hooliganism or something. Anyway, right. But the point is that not one of them like football. So to them, it would mean nothing going to a football stadium. I know it's a thing and it's an Instagrammable opportunity, but that is just showing the level of stupid that they will go to, in that they would only go to somewhere because there's a place where everybody goes to take Instagram shots. Then they went on to this, what is supposed to be this amazing place. And as we know, this particular place was gifted, but they sound like they're having fun, right? They are screaming and shouting and enjoying themselves, but look at them. They are all alone. They are alone there in the middle of nowhere with no friends, just themselves to play with and laugh at, and in particular laugh at their dad doing stupid things. And that is all they have in their lives. I've seen other YouTubers who've been to this specific place and they've had fun and everything exactly the same, but there's been loads of people around. There've been other people there that they could potentially make friends with or interact with, but these, they have nobody. It's sad, and that's all I got out of that clip, was how sad it was. And as they set off in search of the most northern part of Europe, they had to encounter yet more treacherous roads, and the kids had to suffer through all this, as usual.
The last 10 minutes and the weather suddenly changed. Obviously the roads are still open right now, but that wind, it's been raining as well, so there's like ice on the roads. It's just making, I mean, the van's doing really well, the tyres doing well. There's been one or two, oh my gosh, I was skidding, I was slipping, I was sliding.
We managed to make it all the way to the top and fulfill like the main goal of this trip, which has been insane.
So just for anybody that's interested and maybe planning on doing this trip themselves, when you get to the ticketing booth that we just got to, it's free to come up here, obviously, and park the car or the van or whatever you're travelling in. Yeah. Okay. And then you can buy a ticket. I think he said it was 320 kroner. Per person, basically, and that gets you entrance to inside the museum. There's a mini theatre thing that plays like a short movie about Nordkapp, a gift shop, and then like a little museum thing that you can walk around all about this area and things like that. We chose not to do that today just because we do have plans and we're not planning on staying up here for a few hours. He said it closes in about 4 hours, I think he said, but we're not planning on doing that. We just wanted to come up here and say we've done it, get some pictures, and then we'll do our own. Well, we've already done a lot of research ourselves on this area and things, which has been really cool.
And that everybody, is probably one of the most saddest things that we can end on, because having travelled, you've dragged your kids thousands upon thousands upon thousands of miles, travelled days and days and days and weeks on end to get to this one destination, which in their words is the end goal, the bucket list of bucket lists, and they don't even take in the educational aspect of the trip. They don't even pay for the museum. They don't even have actual locals explain to them what is what. All they want, in their words, is to say they've been there and to get an Instagram picture.
And fulfill like the main goal of this trip.
Come up here and say we've done it, get some pictures.
They've actually taken 2 years to go from this level of schooling.
The girls have just been working on some writing. That's very nice, Esme. That's really pretty. Looks very nice.
To this.
And that gets you entrance to inside the museum. There's a mini theatre thing that plays like a short movie about Nordkapp, a gift shop, and then like a little museum thing that you can walk around all about this area and things like that. We chose not to do that today.
It's just so sad. It really is. The level of isolation that has gone on here is incredible. People who watch it without critical thinking just see a lovely family on a holiday, the kids are having fun and everything else, but they don't look at the bigger picture and at what price does that fun come. And everything I've shown in this video should show you how they've descended to where they are now, and if nothing else, take away the fact that they've travelled so far for so long in such horrendous conditions to get to their ultimate goal, and all they wanted was an Instagram picture. They wouldn't even pay for the kids to have an educational visit. That's all you need to know about what their actual aims are for these trips. So if you are an iFam or an anti-Dougal fan or whatever, just please look at the bigger picture. Please look at what's actually happening and not what you just see, because what you see isn't what is actually happening. Please give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, or if you've taken something away from it. Comment everything you want to comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you want more of these, because I have more in the pipeline. Until next time, have a good day. Bye bye.